And then people, welcome back to the Just Joe football show. Good evening to you all. I hope you all are doing well. Just turned off Games of Thrones for this. You must be honoured. I feel it, bro. I feel it. You know what I mean? I look like a White Walker. I feel like a White Walker. I can tell it's transfer time and news is really picking up because after I did my morning stream, I was beat and napped and then got up about half hour ago. I'm like, oh, it's that season again. It's that season again. Exhaustion kicking in and that just from sitting in a fucking room in front of a computer, checking news, all that sort of stuff. But we do it. 1, because we love it. 2, to keep you all up to date. To keep you all up to date, right? Loads to cover. Summerville. Maybe apologies from me to other people. Yeah. Wober and Aaronson, and I was waiting for some more news on them from the manager, from the club, what was actually going on. Daniel Farke spoke whilst in Germany to the local press, so we get an update on that. Alfie Gilchrist as well, edging towards clubs in the Championship, but not Leeds United. So we'll have a chat about that. We'll have a look at any other news as well. Sammy Schmodix, potentially. Could he go to Ipswich? Is he a potential replacement if one of or both Somerville and Willie Nonto leave? We know that the Nonto stuff's starting to gather pace. Really starting to gather pace with Everton changing his agency. Everton just selling Amadou and Ana. They've got money to spend. Could also... I mean, the fact that they're able to slap 70 million on Jared Bramthwaite and not have to sell him means they've got money because they'd have had to sell him, you know. So we need to watch that. But I think we'll start with Somerville, right? We'll start with Somerville. Obviously, we did a video earlier on today. Just 1 second. I'm gonna put my fan on. It's really warm, but the weather's really shit. Oh, I can't because my PlayStation's plugged in. But then again, I did turn it off, so it'll be all right. You know, sometimes when you leave it on standby, and then it can break it, can't it? Let me just make sure I get the right one. Yeah, you're still on. That's fine. Woo, it's warm. Yeah, so, yeah, Louis, I've done it. I wouldn't say it's staying, but it's going to cost a hell of a lot of money. I've done the Fantasy League, actually, people. I have put together my team. I'm going to share it with you now, actually. I want you all to get involved. I can't lie, it's a little bit shit. Not my team, the Fantasy League, but I have created a league. Vic T. Hansen, Luke Ayling, Liam Kitchen, Sam Greenwood, Brendan Aronson, Matteo Joseph and Josh Sargent. I've tried to keep it as Leeds relevant as possible. So there is a league that I have set up. I don't think it's that good, if I'm honest, this. But what I'll do is... there is a few already in there. Good stuff. Copy code or copy league link. I'll copy the league link. I'll put it in the chat now for you. You should be able to click that, and then, yeah. It's a little bit sketchy, though, man. Like, yeah, 7. It's penis ball, basically. Penis ball. But, yeah, that's what I've gone with. Johansson, Ayling, Kitchen, Greenwood, Aronson, Joseph, Sargent. There we go. Just because I want us to sign Sargent. Fitzy Hansen's a good goalie. The rest of the Leeds players. Do you know what I mean? Sid from Toy Story, yeah. I'm interested to see what the club value Nonto at. Plenty of reports of Somerville value, but Nonto. I think Nonto's 20 to 25. 20 to 25. I hope he doesn't go to Sheffield United. It'd be a good option for them at centre-back and right-back. I did see, like Tyler said, he would have been decent, but now we don't need him. We don't need him with Wober and Bogle coming in. Chelsea are wanting to get starting minutes. He's not guaranteed that at Leeds United now. Not a lie. Not a cat and hell's chance. So you can understand that he's not going to go there now. Big up all the way from Canada, brother. Dave, man, we've been on time a lot lately. That means you haven't been around. The GOAT is going live. Love you, bro. Love you too, Russ. Yeah, big up to Ryan, Matty, custodian of Lord Bamford's sick note. Hope we have replacements in the pipeline. I don't think we'll go wingers, by the way, if we do. I think we're gonna go with attacking midfielders, 10s. As we said a couple of weeks back, will he go to these 3 10s as opposed to, you know, out-and-out wingers? I think last season he went with what was potentially probably the best lineup out there for him. Now, with a full pre-season and he's, you know, and he's clausing, if you like, then I think we'll see more of a natural Farke setup. Let's talk about Somerville though. Obviously, the news broke on Somerville while we were live on the last video. Fabrizio Romano broke the news. It came in to say that West Ham had inquired. About potentially taking Crysencio Somerville. Now, it wasn't so much a bid. A bid hadn't gone in. It was more a case of, we're interested in Somerville. How much is he going to cost us? Okay. Now, West Ham United employee, I spoke to Danny Lawless, told me he's top tier, the best in terms of news for West Ham news, had this to say, that basically it was an inquiry. It doesn't mean we're moving on from Reece Nelson, who was also linked to West Ham. It was an inquiry. I think Reece Nelson is on about 100 grand a week, same as Eddie Nketiah. So no wonder they're looking at other options, because they'll want parity with what he was getting at Arsenal, which is insane in itself that they gave him that much money. But so they're looking at other options. They've inquired to Leeds United, put out the feelers, and said how much is it going to cost. Now, it's not come out officially yet, but I think genuinely, someone tagged me in something earlier on. I need to find it. But it could be between 40 and 50 million, which is wild. I almost laughed Gabe out of the park when he first mentioned 50 to me. I still think it's massive. I still said, 30 to 35, but it would seem that Leeds are gonna expect at minimum 40 million for Crysencio Somerville, which moves that needle from 100% sale down to 80%. Because I don't envisage a world in which a club pays 40 million for Crysencio Somerville. Now, there's been more reports from other sources, one of them being Sky Sports Lyle, who's also added... I found it. This was the tweet. I don't know how reliable Stato is, but he's said that they were quoted, and again, this with a pinch of salt, but they were quoted, because I was hoping that the ex-West Ham employee had mentioned it, but he said we were quoted 40 to 50 and then walked away as that's too high for us. Now, if that's true, it's mental. Like Jamie says, even 40 million, bro. If you get 40 million for a championship player, is fucking insane. It's insane. And you can then go and buy Sammy Smodics and Morgan Whittaker with that. Them's the facts. I had a Plymouth fan on earlier on to say Rangers have bid 7 million for Whittaker, and actually they want about 15. I'd give them 15 for Whittaker if you're getting 40 million. Yeah, why not? Why not, bro? Why not? Yeah, but Brennan Johnson was at Nottingham Forest. Not in the Championship. But I suppose you're using him as a yardstick, because you're saying Somerville's probably better than Brennan Johnson. There's that. I know he's Welsh, but there's that English tax kind of thing. I know he's Welsh, but... even 80% is high. Don't see anyone risking 40 million after one good... This is the point I'm making, Brendan. So, you've got two things, haven't you? You've got... Yeah, but Andy, that's different. It's not the same as Somerville. I know people disagree with me, but we're Archie Gray's a generational talent that is 18, that's played over 50 games in the Championship to a level that he was the best young player in the division. Where was Somerville at 18? He was in the under-21s. That's it. It's different. It's different. I know, you know, Gabe made, well, he's only 23 or whatever. It's different. Archie Gray is different. It's not the same, you know. Gray, if he continues in his trajectory by the time he's 23, is different, you know. Yeah, and is he better than that, Jack? Yes, he is. Do I think someone will pay 40, 45, 50? No, I don't think they will. Yeah, but come on, Andy, it's different. Andy, it's different. Come on, I know you're a very smart guy. It's different with Archer. It's not the same. Yeah. Oh, Jim, why do you always have to have shit takes? Why do I have to defend shit takes? It's mad. It's mad. Like, they're not the same people. Oh, God. 1 second. Somerville's 22, yeah? 22. Archie's 18. What was, let's have a look. I'm just having a look. Do we know how old Somerville was when he made his debut for Leeds United? Does anyone actually know? I don't love it, man, because it's just mad. But Archie Gray's not a defender, Steve. Oh, I'm not doing this. We're not doing this now, right? It's mad. Oh, so he was 20-year-old. Yeah, okay. So he was 20-year-old when he made his debut. And he didn't burst onto the scene. Archie Gray is 18 and played nearly 50 games in his debut season. They are not the same. Okay? Let's not do this. It's fucking mad. Yeah. Anyway, we move. We move, don't we? Anyway, right. Let me get back in the flow with your crazy takes. Yeah. Well, this is a good point, Ryan. We paid 1.5 million. I'm not getting cooked. If you think you're cooking me, I ain't getting cooked. If you genuinely think that Somerville and Gray are the same, then you cannot be helped. You cannot be helped. Gray will continue to... I love Somerville, by the way. I'm not disrespecting him in any sort of situation, but Gray could make the World Cup squad, and he's 18, 19, 20, he'd be like 20-year-old. Somerville will probably get into the Dutch side as well, but I just think the ceiling on Gray is massive, massive. Somerville, there are a lot of Somervilles in the Premier League. There are not a lot of Archies. Archie is not one of the bottle. He is a special one. Yeah? Come on. Gavin, stop, man. Fucking stop. Right, okay. Okay, so what we're saying here, Archie's... Yeah, I don't know what we're doing here. What are we doing here? Yeah. You don't have to agree, mate. Opinions are like arseholes. Some are dirtier than others, and yours is stinking. Mine's just had a BD on it, you know? Yeah, but that's different. That's different. Archie Gray's mad. Generational. Mental. It's not even a question. Don't even ask that question again, please, Ben. Like, what are we doing? I don't know what we're doing. I didn't say that. Didn't say that, mate. Put words in my mouth. But if you think Somerville's got a higher ceiling than Gray, then you cannot be helped. You cannot be helped. And what I would say is, come back. Like I say, yours is stinking. Mine's a B-day. So, yeah. It's just football, man. Don't worry about it. Don't get your head in a tiz-was over it. You're just wrong. Evie would agree. Trust me. Evie would agree. Yeah, 100%, Louis. Yeah. Tell him, Wizardry. Tell him. Who's Gary? Gary! Gary! Who's Gary, mate? And for a start, that is bullshit. It's bullshit. Is this the same Archie Gray that just got plopped in at centre back? Well, listen, the fact that what we're doing is because Gray's not a Leeds player anymore. Wait till Somerville leaves, right, and then you can all get on board with what I'm saying. All right, it's because Somerville's still wearing the white shirt of Leeds, and you can never say bad about a Leeds player while they're actually here. Nice one, D. You know, at least you know your place, my guy. You know what I mean? Oh, Samuel, I'm trying to, bro. I'm trying to. Yeah. Don't think anyone will. Lee, he's not worth more though. Trust me. With all due respect to Somerville, there are many, many Somervilles in the Premier League already. There are not many Archie Grays. That's all I will say. Yeah. That's all I will say. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I can agree with that, Jim. Yeah. No, he's generational. I think he's in the same bottle as Bellingham, who I would deem to be generational. We'll see, innit? We'll see what he does in the Premier League. And then remember that I told you. Okay. Could argue that Cree hit his ceiling last season as towards the end of the season got found out. Of course, with better players around him, that could change. Archie's going to the very top. Preach, Dave. Preach. Oh, yeah. Like, listen, bro. I'm not... That wasn't the thing. I can't even remember what the mad ass point was. It was actually Andy who was a big... What did he say? Yeah, right, okay. So because we got 40, we will get more for Somerville. And I seen it as more like... I don't look at Gray as a normal championships like sale, if that makes sense. I don't know why, just because it's Archie Gray. And maybe I'm blinkered by that, but he's Archie Gray, he's generational, he'll go to the top, yada, yada, yada. So, love you as well, mate. Don't ever get it twisted. And you, Jim, you don't have to ever get it twisted. No, yeah, I'm not saying, like, look, it looks like to me, at the minute, that Leeds United want 40 to 50 million. And if that's true... Yeah. Statos, again, West Ham's most reliable ITK has already played this down. We inquired about him and was quoted 40 to 50 million. We walked away. 40 to 50 million. Now, I tell you what the poll is, while we move on to the next topic. Will anyone pay 40 million? And we'll go with the lowest, because I even still think teams won't pay that. Will anyone pay 40 million for Somerville? After one season, by the way, yeah? Remember that as well. That's the poll. Yeah, that's the poll. I know. What we're going to do, man, we're going to have to come for that. Yeah, I did say that, Andy, and I just said, but Gray's different. Gray's just different for me. Also, 4 years difference is a lot. Cree is fantastic, but Archie's... Well, that's what I'm saying. Cree didn't make his debut for Leeds until he was 20. And someone said earlier, yeah, but it was Premier League, but he probably made it in the Cup against a League 2 opposition. Do you know what I mean? It's not the same. And as well, he's played like 50 games. But Agent Ancelotti, you're batshit crazy. You know, if D's ass was stinking, yours is like... out of action, bro. Done. Closed for business. Do you know what I mean? Sewn up. You're crazy, you guy. But yeah, 25 million tops is mental. Nonto, 18 million tops, mental. You're smoking. You're smoking, bro. Yeah. Evening, Jay. Nice to see you, mate. Nice to see you. I can see clubs offering cash plus player. I'd take it though. Agent Ancelotti, man. Funny guy, man. Yeah, look, it is what it is. There you go. Daniel knows. Daniel knows. Come on, you spouse. How good was he, mate? How good was he at centre-back? How good was he? He was. But Villa could come a knocking because they've just got rid of Diaby as well. Job's shit. Steve, he's shit. Shit's thing. But because, honestly, if Job wasn't called Bellingham, no one would talk about him. At all. At all, people. He's not good. Job's not good. Come on. People who... We watch the Championship. Job's not good. Facts. So no, I would not sign him. There is a reason Joe Bellingham went from Birmingham to Sunderland. Do you know what I mean? That's it. If his name were... And I feel sorry for Job, because you have people that don't watch the Championship going, oh, Job, you know, wait for Job. And I'm like, no, you haven't seen him, have you? Because he's not that. He's not that. Yeah, man, 100%. He's gone Spurs and he's played centre-back. He's a right-back and centre midfielder. That will be his long-term future. Yeah. Here's what it is. Stephen, there's nothing to clip. If you think that that's a wild take, clip it. It's not a wild take. I've watched Job. He's not great. He's not comparable to Archer by any stretch of the imagination. He's not even the best prospect at Sunderland. Them's the facts. Jack Clark's better than him. Trey Hume's got a higher seat. These are facts. There is a reason you go from Birmingham to Sunderland. Not from, say, Leeds to Spurs or Birmingham to Dortmund. You know? Nowhere near, man. Nowhere near. But yeah, look, will anyone pay 40 million for Summerville? 52% are saying yes. I don't think they will. I don't think they will. But we'll see. Which means he stays. Now, it's probably more realistic. It's probably more realistic to think Nonto goes, because Nonto's 20 to 25. 20 to 25 million. Which is more acceptable for a team to pay. That's a break. Yeah. Jay, honestly, the squad's looking all right. Yeah. Do you know on the Villa stuff, it's a likely move, but now after all the Archie Gray stuff, we can get back on track because I remember where I was now. This was the other link. Okay, this is Sky Sports Lyle. Now I don't think Somerville. Sorry, not Somerville. I don't think Fulham have got the capacity. Yeah. But Sky Sports Lyle saying Fulham are also showing initial interest in Leeds winger Crescencio Summerville along with West Ham. Now, I don't think they've got the capacity, if I'm being honest. I don't think Fulham have got that kind of money to be entertaining that. But West Ham and Fulham keen on Leeds Summerville. They've inquired. You can inquire all you like, but there is no guarantees that you're going to get him. Let's see what Sky Sports are actually running with in terms of a fee. Initial discussions between West Ham and Leeds have highlighted a big gap in valuations. The Hammers would need the asking price to come down to pursue a deal. Well, we're not going to do that. Somerville has entered the final 2 years of his contract. It wouldn't surprise me. Leeds are banking on promotion. You get promotion, you then offer him a new deal where he gets fucking 80 to 120 grand a week. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. Like, that's it, really. That's it for the news, really. Just more on West Ham there. But, yeah, I think if Leeds... It's a risky manoeuvre because he's not going to sign a new deal unless we get promoted. But if we do get promoted, then he'll be open to staying and you bang him some money on. You know what I mean? So, and I don't think he will. Though, from what we're being told. We'll have to wait and see, won't we? We will have to wait and see. But yeah, 40 to 50 million. Listen, if a club gives us 40 million, I'm snapping your hands off. I love Crescenti or Somerville, but that's just too much money to turn down. Do you know what I mean? It's just too much money to turn down. If we're being totally honest, it's mad. It's mad for a Championship player, in my opinion. Yeah, well, you would think so. The money will be there, won't it? The money will be there. Listen, we've got 800 people watching. If you could all smash me a like. 52% of people think someone will pay 40 million. I can't see it. I genuinely can't see it. But I hope you're right, if I'm honest. But Everton Nonto, I think could happen. Amadou and Anna now being sold for 50 million. They may still have more. I think they got rid of what's his face who we were interested in. The centre back, Ben Godfrey. He went. A couple of more have gone. So there's money now there. One player we won't be signing, it looks like, is Alfie Gilchrist. I mentioned it briefly. We had Ben Jacobs on a couple of weeks back now. And it looks now... I mean, Leeds. The facts are Leeds don't need Alfie Gilchrist now. Because we have Wober, who's a centre-back option. Obviously, Gilchrist can play at centre-back, and I would say his long-term futures at centre-back. That's where he broke through at Chelsea. He's been linked to John Terry in the past. He's captained them at youth setups all the way through. Yes, he played right back last season under Poch. Poch was on a bit of a mad one, though, where he was playing Chilwell left wing at one point. But also, you've got to take into consideration they had a few issues at right back with Malagusto and Reece James being out. So that's why he played there a lot. But it's good that he can play in two places. But he's not gone on the pre-season tour, and both Preston and Sheffield United. There's Ben Jacobs just saying Leeds and Blackburn did inquire earlier in the window, but it looks like Leeds United now will be happy with their lot in that respect. So Alfie Gilchrist is probably not going to come. I still think we need a centre-back option, potentially, because if you are going to go with a back three, you have Wober, Strauch, Rodon, Ampadu can play there. James Bayo, that's 5, right? That's 5. You know, I don't know. I don't even know what that means, Paul. I don't even want to know what that means. Like, I'm not going that into. What's that? What's that even mean? You're going down. It'll be 40 million, though, won't it? That's like saying like the money we got for. I don't know what you're saying, if I'm honest. I don't know what that even means. Of course, man, we're going to get onto it. We are going to get onto it. People asked for pictures of your man Wober, and they got it. You know, propaganda. And you know me, I can fall for that propaganda quicker than anybody. You know? No, Tonaraya's going to the Champions League, mate. Yeah, but Paul, I don't... Like, what are we going on here, man? I don't even know what this means. Like, no, I wouldn't. When did they report that? Liverpool, Echo. I think. When did they report that? I don't know. But yeah, someone asked for a Wober pick. It was Zovic. We got a Wober pick. Putting in the challenge. Yeah. Rob, exactly. I don't even know what we're on about. This is mad, like, because then it's like, why are we going this crazy, man? Just 40 million. Let's not think about tax and national insurance and all this sort of stuff. What are we doing? Wober's going to cook in the Championship, if we're being totally honest. And there has been an article done by the YEP. So let's have a look at the article, because they've had a chance to talk to Daniel Farke and ask him about Max Wober and Brendan Aaronson. Yeah, I don't think it does it, Brian, when it comes to transfers and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. Bro, I don't even know about my own tax, let alone fucking Leeds paying tax or something. And anyway, let's have a look at this. So, Brendan Aaronson and Max Wober have returned from last season's loan spells to be part of Daniel Farke's squad. He's mentioned the loan situation. If we just move down, though, this is where it gets quite juicy. So, following international duty this summer, both players missed Friday's friendly. Farke was asked what had changed his mind about Aaronson and Wober and what made him think they could be a factor for him next season. So, this is what was said. So, admitting that both players would now have to convince with hard work and strong displays, but you can't tell me they haven't been told that they're going to play. They will play. Of course they will. Otherwise, they wouldn't have come in or wouldn't have stayed. But he says, I think more or less, especially with Brendan, the decision was made last season before I came into the building. And also with Max, it was more or less in the first days. And we hardly had a proper training session together. Yeah? Yeah, I think it's thinking about me and you being taxed, I think maybe. It doesn't work like that on a transfer-free front. And he said it was also quite important, my conversation with the players, so I wanted to get the feeling, okay, that they are really desperate to come back and are really ready to go from the mental side. Obviously, they were involved in the team the season before that was relegated. We also had several players who got then quite normally lots of critics and a bit of stick. That's quite normal when I think about the state that Rutter was in when I came in, or players like Meslier or even Somerville, and what they'd done last season was outstanding, and everyone is more or less singing their names. So I think it's a case of like even going to using Somerville, using Meslier, using Rutter as examples when convincing players like Wober and Aaronson to stick around. He said, for me, it's important, the attitude and mentality of the player. I get the feeling in our conversations that both Max and also Brendan were really desperate to come back, and they valued also what they had, and they want to repay the trust that the club has shown them as once they spent lots of money in order to bring them in. Now, of course, they're going to mention these situations. Like, of course, we're going to hear propaganda, but it is nice to hear. You know, I can't lie, it is nice to hear that they are saying all the right things. You know, but he does go on and say, but one thing is also this decision to come back, but they still have to convince with hard work, with performances in the friendly and also in the games. Obviously, they came back a bit later due to the tournaments, which is a bit tricky, so we probably perhaps have to be patient until they're back in the best shape. Overall, I get the feeling they can help a lot during the season, and hopefully they can also repay our trust. So I think that's a massive positive for me as a fan reading that as well. It also tells me that they're staying. Like, they're staying. You know, yeah, we don't. Like, can we stop even talking about this? Like, I don't even get what we're on about. I've never, ever gone, oh, you know, world record transfer fee. Well, you got to factor in the tax, 40% on the pound. 40p on the pound. Knock all that off. Actually, you're only getting this because you got to give it to tax, man. And don't forget your national insurance and your inheritance tax. And then also, you got to put council tax on there as well that you're taking off because he's moving into Harrogate area. So if you stick the council tax on there as well, you got a pension, son. Yeah, okay, we'll take that off as well. Turns out we're only paying 20 million. You know what I mean? Fuck knows what we're doing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we're doing, man. But, aye, don't forget that stamp duty. And, is that paying board? Is that paying board, aye? And give some to Mar as well for a bit of board. Have they got family abroad? You want to send some back there as well? Turns out it's only cost us 10 million. It's only cost us 10 million. And then, have you got your P46 from Borussia Mönchengladbach? Give us a look at that, and we'll just do that. Yeah, I don't know. 40 pence on pound. 40 pence on pound. Anyway, we move. Yeah. Right. Okay. Still, though. Still, will anyone pay 40 million for Somerville? Yeah. Yeah. That's the next one. Don't even get started on that. Has they got a TV or are they watching online? Because if they're watching online, you don't have to pay. Hey, look who's back. Guess who's back? Back again. Back from holiday to the winners of the Euros. You remember our bet, bro. What was the bet? My mind's escaped me. My mind's escaped me. I know what I think it might be, Sean. I have to admit that Sean Healy has superior ball knowledge to me. That was it. That was it, wasn't it, Sean? That was it. There, done. Sean Healy has superior ball knowledge to me. Said no one ever. What was it? It don't matter what you say. We move anyway. Oh, man. Imagine just joining the streams doing his Yorkshire. yeah, fact knows. Anyway. Sean does chat shit. Big up to Sean Ely, though. Welcome back. I hope you had a nice holiday. It's great to see you back. Guess who's back? Back again. Sean Ely's back. The Irishman. I tell you, I'll get on you. I'll get you the real taxman, Brian Cockrell. Does that know Brian Cockrell from Middlesbrough? The taxman. Yeah? The taxman. Have you ever seen that video on Taxman when he says how much he eats? And he goes, for me breakfast, but he does it in a Teesside accent. He goes, well, for me breakfast, like, I can't do a Teesside accent. I probably should just talk normal. I probably sound more Teesside now than I do. But, yeah, Brian Cockrell, when he goes like, I've had 15 eggs, 7 slices of toast, 13 burgers, 4 fruit juices, 9 bananas, 7 apples, and 2 French breads. That was for my breakfast. Moving on. Boom, 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 boom. If you haven't seen the Taxman, I think it's on Donald McIntyre's Underworld. He's so funny, man. He's so funny. Proper funny. Love the away kit, mate. It is a thing of beauty. It is a thing of beauty. It looks even better on. Like, it's going to look great in it. Yeah, it's going to look great. Right, okay. 54%. Somerville pay 40 million. I still think you're mad. But listen, if they do pay, we've got 40 million in the bank, haven't we? We've got money in the bank like Kane and all that jazz. Yeah, so Aaronson and Wober desperate. Like Sammy Schmodic's been linked to Leeds United a lot. Ipswich Town, though, have had a couple of bids rejected. I don't see Leeds United being able to get Schmodic's over the line because they're holding out for a certain fee unless Ipswich don't want to pay it. That's the only way we might get it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't see it. What's this? Is this? Yeah, someone's tagged me in that Kyle knew, but Kyle just regurgitates clickbait sites. It's not like proper news. To be honest, I'm just having a look at see if we've missed out. I don't think we have. I think we're up to date, to be honest. Osimhen, where's Osimhen going? PSG. Wouldn't mind seeing him in Premier League if I'm honest. Osimhen. Yeah, I think that's it, innit? That's it. So Somerville. Look, I think we're going to have a busy few days. Someone asked me earlier on about the links to Hamer as well. I remember that scene. Hamer won't go. If he leaves the Championship, it'll be to a team in a top division somewhere. I think he's got a relegation release clause as well that would see him move. That relegation release clause is not going to be for a team in the Championship. Would have loved Hamer, but I just, yeah, or Hamer, however you like it. Hal was telling me the other day, but do you like it? Yeah. Listen, Tiffmeister told you all 23rd of July for the kit. It's 24th. You should be on his case. I don't know where he got that information from. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So what's this? Daniel's just tagged me in Sky Sports. Okay, so breaking news. Consortium headed by American and former LA Dodgers general manager Kevin Malone will make another bid to take over Everton in the coming weeks. That's what I mean. Everton are going to be fine. Yeah, so great stuff. I think that's everything, though, unless anyone's got any questions. No, the smiley badge is the way forward, man. What's up with you? It's nice to have a retro piece. It's nice to have a piece. I do need to look at... Is there been a new inside training vid at Leeds United then? I assume. Yeah, Leeds United official. I do like to keep on with what's happening. Day one, pre-season, day one uncut. So that'll be that'll have the Wober stuff in, won't it? Boom. Let's get on it. Love the smiley badge. Love the smiley badge. Yes, of course, bro. Of course I have. Of course I have. I used Paul. Paul got me a nice deal. 40 pence on band. Yeah, I've mentioned him, Dave. It's not happening. He's going to the Premier League, bro. Or to a top league. Yeah. Rubbish. Rubbish, innit? I've created one, but yeah, it's rubbish. But I think that's it. I think we'll round it all off there. I think that's us all boxed off. Smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, hit that notification bell. If any more news drops, we'll be there. And if not, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. We need to know when Germany... No, we haven't found them out yet. When anyone finds out, let me know. Yeah. It's one with the collar, I believe. You can only pick 6 players. No, 7. 7 players, and it's different, and it's a bit poor. Peace out, Jack. Great way to finish, though. Love you all. Thank you for watching. Peace out.